No, in Sweden. No,
Are you
not
with
Sweden.
Raoul? Okay, okay. Yes, so I know, Michele, we are also introduced a digital nomad visa here in Malta. So also this is something to mention. We need to hack the system from behind. We need to play with the current power structures. Malta said, come here, 42,000 euros in a year minimum requirement. You don't have to pay tax the first year. You can bring your family, you can bring like your spouse and your kids, and you get access to whole Europe, like European Union, to Schengen area. And Michelle helped with that like 3 years ago. We did this here in Malta. Already over 1,500 people are here in Malta. Most of them from the African continent, which is super surprising. They have really weak passports, but a lot of them have really successful software companies. So we need to hack the system from behind, and I think a digital nomad visa was the first step. So we need to play the game. But someone else joined as well. Hans. Hans Funet. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Good.
I, I'm speaking from Cordoba, Argentina. I was just invited by Eric here, and I'm doing a PhD research on network states, also seeing if this concept or reality can help us in global governance as a decentralized way of making global governance. That's the main title of my research, okay? And then I'm interested on seeing and checking all these movements that are being created. I already love what you said about creating alternatives to the actual institutions of how the world system works today. And I see the network state as an opportunity for us to create new institutional frameworks, basically, that are parallel to the existing ones, no? The modern state, basically. I'm not sure if it will be in the actual narrative of startup societies and all this anarcho-capitalist way of thinking, but that's my own opinion, right? Right now, what I'm doing is studying this, okay? So thank you for having me here. It's a good opportunity.
Yes, I can connect you with a lady, a professor from Cambridge, doing the same. In autumn, they have a conference. She's part of our group. Her name is Daniela. I can connect you with her. Like this autumn, this fall, they are doing a conference there. And yeah. But we are not the only ones. I don't want to tap into negativity, but we are not the only ones coming from an academic viewpoint who is working on alternative ways of governance. And most of them who have a PhD, they are not sovereign. They're just executing ideas someone put in their brain. So we need to be really curious about universities developing new ways of governance, as this is not research, this is just repeating propaganda. Sorry, but that's it, my negativity. Franz, really nice to get to know you. And our ideas, just to repeat it shortly, also to generate like a knowledge base on our Telegram chat. So if you put a scientific paper there, the idea is to feed all of this into any AI language model which is capable of handling those large amount of content, and then have an ever evolving GitHub, you know? I think this is smart because then we don't need to fight if this is an American anarcho-capitalist idea or feminine divine or spiritual hippies. It doesn't matter. I think this is achievable goal for this year.
Count with me with that. Yeah, for sure. And I will also be thankful of this contact with Daniela from Cambridge.
Yeah. Yes, I will send you. Just text me on Telegram, and I will send you the.
I will later ask for your contact to Eric. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Susanna didn't manage to join, unfortunately. So I think we can open up the mic and just have a discussion. I will be quiet and hand it over to you. Anyone who wants to start.
I'd like to ask Joshua regarding your Loki project. how many acres do you own? How many bedrooms do you own? And how many members are there?
John, good work.
Hi, John. Thanks for the question there. We have just started launching here as far as our actual real estate portfolio. So we only bought one small property in the U.S. so far. And our model is actually geographically distributed portfolio roofing. So we're not just building a town, we're actually acquiring properties and operating them across a wide area. So right now we are starting in the U.S. With a few different properties that we're selecting in very specific regions, including the Pacific Northwest near Seattle, Central Texas, and the Asheville area near Appalachia region. And this specifically already serves a large digital community that we're connected with, the people who travel between these areas. Our membership is still pretty small right now. We're just starting to actually launch our membership drive. But we've taken a little bit of a different approach than the traditional network state approach, where the network state approach is to build a digital community first and then work on the land. And the thing is that we are already connected to so many digital communities. And the land is a very difficult thing to actually deal with. So this was the point of starting Loki, and specifically the name being Places, because our focus is working on the places and creating the model so that the digital communities can then plug into the land that we have set up and ownership model.
Yeah, I think Sam, who's got Traditional Dream Factory, he also has a platform called Closer Earth, and I think he's actually interested in just letting intentional communities from everywhere just plug into that system if they want. So like, how many acres in the property that you own? Like, was it Pacific Northwest? So how many acres?
Yes. This is a very small one. This is 1.25 acres. We're only putting 2 units on this one. We are working on another property up here that we're negotiating on right now that we're going to probably buy into. And so one of our main approaches is to actually buy into or acquire properties that already have facilities on them and that we can expand on. So generally, we're actually looking at properties that have, 3 to 5 available units on it, with space that we can then add more units as we grow. And so our focus really right is so that as we grow and the membership demands grow, we can respond.
When you say units, do you mean bedrooms or houses? Up to the shop.
And there's actually also a very nice, van life type of parking space for people who are just going by short term. The model for the micro communities is a mixture of different style residences. So we consider every unit that is a rentable unit must have its own bathroom. This is one thing that's very important. We're not specifically trying to design co-living places. We will have co-living units, and those will be for short-term use, usually nightly, weekly use for people who are just staying short-term. But our main model for the micro communities is really to have separate units where people have their own space, and there's a variety of shorter and longer-term spaces so that people can intermingle, stay longer, stay shorter, and then we have common areas that are shared for the
So tell me about the membership, like the number of members. Are there like gradations of membership in the sense that some members are kind of serious and actually shelled out for the bought the accommodation, and other members are just sort of on the message group that haven't really invested yet, or like how's the membership distribution work in terms of seriousness, and what are the layers of membership like?
Well, we haven't even started marketing really. We are just now starting our marketing campaign. So the members that we have are small, and they're just friends, family, people who have been part of this lifestyle and moving it forward. Some people have already put money into it. We've already raised some of the money from the community for the land that we acquired. And there are a few people who are just supporters and are just, put some money in there. One thing that's important is that our membership is not like monthly fee based. We didn't want to make a monthly fee for our membership, so we only have a one-time buy-in for the membership, which is a very reasonable cost. And then what we do is we offer the point system, which functions like the timeshare that's very highly discounted rate. And then we have the equity buy-in option as well that we're launching right now. So it'll be in an evolution over time over the next couple of years to make sure that we are designing it the way it best serves the membership. But we have an immediate plan right now to start operations, and then we'll keep refining it.
And finally, roughly, when do you anticipate you'll start your first operation outside the US? Like, how long do you think it'll take?
This depends a little bit on Singapore. There's a lot of talk about interest there, and we have already partners in other countries, Netherlands, Portugal. We have property available to build on in Panama. So we have multiple other countries where we have people that are interested in the model and they want to participate in that. And so as we're launching and designing these conversations are continuing, and if the land is already acquired, that is faster. If we don't have to build, we can start operating it. That's faster. So we're really at an intense inflection point right now where we're really starting to build out the team, bring in the additional properties, and expand on the model to start attracting these other properties as well.
Well, definitely let me know if if you ever open up any operations in Europe. Definitely, I'd be interested. Feel free to DM me. I think that's all.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I dropped my link in the chat here. If you want to just reach out and set something up, then we can make the initial contact and follow up from there. I'm going to the conference right now, so it's a little bit hard for me to grab notes. But definitely reach out to me. We're looking for all the strategic partnerships, and we have a lot of contacts in Europe, and it's all about bringing these together to activate the property.
Yeah, I'd definitely be up for meeting some of your contacts in Europe. Yeah. Okay, I'll send you a DM after the Zoom. Yeah.